Go.
Ready? Action.
Hey guys, welcome to Republic Boot Company's behind the scenes. We got a lot of cool stuff. We're gonna bring you guys back into the back of the boot shop here. It's gonna be fantastic. Coming right back at you.
Get the boat out of here. Get the goat out of here.
No, the goat stays.
Get the
goat stays.
Welcome to Republic Boot Company. I am Chris Conrad.
How are you? Coach?
That was a sour note.
I'm
Yeah.
Coach.
Womp,
Womp, womp.
But hey, we are we are inside of the Republic Boot Company. We're on the stage here. We do a lot of our podcasts. We want to kind of talk about why we're doing this podcast, all of our good friends that we have lined up, and the ones that we've done in the past, and this guy. Yeah, this is
Cletus.
You haven't seen Cletus.
It's Cletus Buford.
Alleyway.
Thank you,
Chase
so much.
Callaway.
That's
The guy that's actually making these beautiful designs behind the scenes.
Yep.
And he can play some guitar as well.
So this is kind of a behind the scenes kind of look for what goes on here on a daily basis. Love you, brother.
You will
Take care.
a fella or two in the
Bye,
alleyway.
Pumpkin.
So
Researching
this is
it.
a raw episode, just kind of uncut. We're going to go through it. Tell us, Alleyway,
about it.
what is on your mind, dude? What is in your world? Tell us what inspires you to make beautiful designs on these boots.
Well, I'll tell you.
Please tell me, Whiskey Bent.
First things first. Born and raised here right in Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas.
Damn it, I love it.
Good.
And I love where I'm from. And I've been from here for many a frums.
Is Cyprus really Houston, or is Houston really,
Or is Houston really Cyprus?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Let's talk about your frums.
I am from the greater metropolitan area, originally with a Houston address,
okay.
currently with a Cyprus address. I like to keep on the outskirts and storm into town when I need to.
Okay. All right.
So real quick, Chaser. So we found you. A lot of people don't realize this, but you come from the
Pretty big piece of cardboard.
He was selling Girl Scout cookies on the side of the road.
So Chase's family is literally bakery royalty.
Yeah.
But his
Callaway.
family makes, like, they're the best in Texas at making cookies. Kind of like Tiff's Treats on steroids. Tell us a little bit about how.
Dangerous, correct.
That is very correct, Coach.
Tell us a
I
little
took
bit
the words
about-
right out of my mouth.
But steroids?
Already is. They're not working. But we have a bakery, family bakery, Haley Cakes and Cookies. That's my sister, and she's been pretty popular and renowned for it. And so I've been hand designing, making custom orders for a long time. And that is my goal here at Republic Boot Company as well.
You're making cookies?
To provide ultimate custom cookie patches for boots. Edible boot patches.
Ooh, that's the next new thing. Just, yeah. Yeah. We've had a few people have their dogs eat their boots. We had one actually up here today that their dog ate their.
Yes, we did.
I'm not sure. Was that one of your patches? Do you actually have cookies?
I do sometimes caress the butter in there with a
That's what it is. I was trying to
small
figure out.
churn.
Okay. There's something
But it's
going on with
something,
that dog.
it's a fifth generation
Fifth
bakery
generation.
roll that I use from my great grandmothers.
Okay.
Grandmammy.
Great.
Yes.
What inspires you, Fireball? You're there, with the.
Inspires me where?
Well, just to be up here, yeah, just to be on the stage and be inside the Republic Boot Company.
It's the passion, and you and I share the same passion. It's the Texas culture and the heritage, and we love what we do. It's like whenever someone puts on a pair of our boots, whether it's a stock boot or it's a custom boot, they're taking home a piece of Texas, a history, heritage. They're taking a piece of us with them, and that's a big deal. We kid a lot and we joke a lot, but that really is what my motivation is, and I want everyone to be able to experience what we produce, because what we put out there is really, and yes, I'm biased, but it's not coming from that. It's reality. When you walk away with a pair of our boots, it is the best in the business. And we work with the bootmakers every single day, all day, every day, and the love, the expertise, the craftsmanship, everything that goes into those boots. it's huge. And how do you not fall in love with that?
Yeah, I mean, this is a kind of a bonus episode that's unrehearsed, but you put it just perfectly. I mean, we've had a guy came in today. He's like, I had no idea you can make a boot out of fish. I said, well, multiple kinds of fish. We can do a river monster.
right.
We can do sturgeon. We can do, lots of cool stuff. He's like,
Sea
what?
bass, whatever.
It's
Yeah.
a bit overwhelming, but we help guide them, right? So they're like, where do you start? So you start from like, what are you trying to do with these boots? Are you trying to have like a fancy, you're going to wear these with a suit? You're going to wear them in the office? You're going to kick these around? You're going to ride horses with them? It's different things, right? I mean, you deal with people all the time in this. Tell me how your interactions with
Well,
customers.
but that's the questions we ask our customers when they come in. We want to know how they're going to wear and how are they going to use our boots. So you're creating your own boot or a stock boot, whatever you're buying. We ask you how are you going to wear them because we want to make sure that you are fitted with the right boot for the purpose.
It
you're gonna
identifies
use it
you
for.
as a person at
100%.
that point because it
100%.
matches your lifestyle, your personal style.
That's correct.
We give you as many options as possible
We're
to
not-
customize it to your
And no offense to
category of
anybody
life.
out there, but we're not a big box store where you
Right.
come in and we're sharks. We're going to jump on you and just sell you whatever it is that we're just going to give you a pair of boots. We don't want to do that.
We showed some episodes earlier. If you guys kind of go back in some of the past episodes of some of the boots that you've tooled and designed, it takes a lot of work, right? You're carving
It
that
does.
stuff. You're
And
you're
that
dyeing
is one
it.
facet of it is what blows my mind. It's great to see all the art and all the craftsman's work come together for that one final piece and delivering that to someone. Fits good.
You're gonna
everything's
pass that
fine.
boot down,
It's-
yeah?
I mean, that's a lifetime
Definitely
deal.
heirloom quality.
And it's a permanent thing. It's a piece of them and their identity that's left over for generations to come. And that's what I think artists want most of all is something that's going to stick around, And
Yeah,
there's
I
only
mean,
so far you can get with
we've
making
had-
edible stuff.
If you look at a past episode, we had Cliff Franks up here, the tattoo guy, right? So
Yeah.
it's like somebody asked, like,
Great dude.
what identifies your art? He's like, because everybody's kind of identifying with their own kind of like, I want to have like a black and white stencil or whatever.
Yes.
But your work kind of stands out as a kind of like, oh, that's a Callaway piece because of the detail you put into it, right? So you kind of
Yes.
you make sure that it's very specific.
Right. I'm very perfectionist when it comes to the quality of the patch and the lines that are met. It needs to be perfect. I've trashed more than I've put out.
I want them to
just
see that
make-
and be like, that is a Callaway
Yes,
piece.
that's right. Yeah, we're trying to be distinguished in the alleyway
Callaway,
amongst others.
Callaway
That's right. The
That's
alleyway.
right. And we're going to take the time to hand paint. I do take the time to hand paint everything and still retain the elements of the handmade and the old thing that's keeping us all going, the old traditions that we all hold dear and we founded this company on. You did, and that I'm now part of, that I believe in wholeheartedly.
Well, we've had artwork that he's brought to us and said this that we commissioned because we're trying to make a pair of boots with this artwork, and I look at it and it meets my standards,
yeah.
and they're high standards. But then he'll come back to me and say, you know what, I've been thinking about this. I can do better.
Yeah.
And he will actually come back and he'll either touch it up or he'll start over.
That's
because
right.
he loses
At the end
sleep.
of the day, what
which
I like
true,
is
you
that
do.
picture of the customer with their boot, and they just got a big old smile on their face,
Yes.
and I think nailed it. Like
All
that's
right.
the validation for me.
That's right.
Rather than even seeing the boot completed, as long as they're happy, I mean that really makes it all worthwhile. It makes a custom experience turn permanent. Whereas if you're getting a custom car made or something, you're going to sell that car in 5 years, whatever. But this thing is around, and you identify
It's
with
a full experience. I want to tell a story about yesterday, right? So, Coach over here calls a customer. He's a pilot, whatever. They had a great long conversation. Just that personal aspect of not just the physical product, but the full experience overall, right? I mean, it was a great thing. I thought that was a clinic on how you actually identify with the customer when they come in here. You can actually also like impart that experience into the physical product yourself.
Right. Well, I mean, I think when it comes to what we're doing here is, we're building relationships, and we want to connect with everybody that comes in here, and part of the connection is the building of the boot, is the artwork that Chase puts into it. I can't tell you how many times I've brought Chase in with a customer and we've actually designed the artwork right there. And Chase will literally hand draw the picture out with the customer. I mean, he's an amazing artist. You can tell he's an amazing musician. Everything he does is
turning red over here.
You were red when you started, sir.
Well, that's true.
No, but he's very meticulous. I'm not very artsy. I'm pretty cut and dry. I come from, my family was come and take it royalty. My great grandfather was living in Gonzales. He was a freighter. He signed for the come and take it cannon, part of the Immortal 32. So I've got that in my blood. But
right.
it's very black and white Texas.
Yep.
So when I think of boots, I've got my boots here, and it's the come and take it right there. But when I think of boots, I think of Cowboy. I think of come and take it. I think of
Exactly.
Zavala. I think of really, but we've got guys like Chase that we can expound
What are
on
you
that,
saying?
things like that. So to me, it's the experience. We bring people in here. We offer a drink because we want them to feel comfortable. We offer it, and it doesn't have to be whiskey or beer. It could be a Coke. It could be a
Correct.
water. We want them to feel comfortable because we want them to stay for a while.
That's right.
And the one thing that I love about our business model and our brand is that, we want the connection for a lifetime. I tell customers in here, and I urge all our people to let them know I'm going to be your boot guy. I'm going to be your boot girl for the rest of your life. And you can always feel free to call me if you need anything, your boots clean, your boots adjusted, your boots, fixed in any way. But I'm your boot guy because we sell lifetime boots in here.
That's right. Well, and not every guest that comes in here, actually a lot of guests that come in here, they don't know what they want. And so it's not automatically they're going to get a Zavala or whatever on their boots. We have experts
That's
ourselves as well, but when we
can
have
steer
actually
you in
guys
the
All
right
right,
that
we got an art
actually-
team. Chase
this guy's
Chase
actually
has an art
making your boot. He can actually sit down with you and give you, coach you, and pull out of you. 99% of the guests that come here, they already know what they want, but they just don't know it.
Well, we understand it's overwhelming. You
Yes.
walk in, we show you all the highs, the colors.
Yep.
Every time, I don't know. No, we're going to guide you what looks cool.
Right.
What do you want? I want to have like a boot for the ranch. I want to have a boot for the riding horses, a boot for the office, a boot for the wedding or whatever it is. We're going to guide you to what looks cool, what's functional, what you can take care of. And do you want a heritage piece? You want to go hardcore? Got Callaway
That's right.
alleyway here.
You
Point
want
being is that
mud
you ask-
stomping boots?
Yeah,
You
you
got 'em.
ask enough questions, and you already know what you want.
Yeah,
You just don't
that's
realize
right.
it. So we just bring it out of you.
Yes.
A lot of times I get the price aspect, and I want to touch on that too. When people talk about the price of the boots, and a good pair of custom boots, you're paying for the quality, absolutely. But when you get a lifetime boot, as the term I used before, it's a small price to pay if you go buy a pair. And we love Ariat, we love Lucchese. These are our friends.
Yes.
And I mean, we all personally have these boots.
That's
They're
right.
very comfortable, and we still wear them. We still wear them. But when you pay, $2,000-$3,000 for a pair of Republic boots, this is a lifetime boot. So you're going to get the quality, make your money back in spades when it comes to the multiple boots that you would buy over the course of your lifetime. And that is the connection and the relationship that you get with us. And again, that's why we want to be your boot person. We want to be your boot guy, your boot gal. So
Yeah,
it's
but
very
not
important.
even the taken care of, but you're part of our family, right? So we have these customer appreciation.
Yes.
Every first of the month on Fridays. Come in and just hang out with us,
That's
right?
right.
So live music, we take care of your boots, we resold them, do some fun stuff, win some boots. It's part of our family. You just become part of the Republic Club and stuff.
Well, and what people don't realize, and we try to tell them, but I don't think they grasp the concept that is that when you make a pair of boots with us, we take your measurements, we design the boot together, we create a mold, we call it a last, and it's a form of your feet, each foot, and we keep them here. So they're always going to be here, and then if you ever need a pair of boots, all you got to do is call us. You don't even have to come in. You can be around the world and you just somewhere else. Call us and say, hey, I want this color, I want this material. Boom, we make them. So we always have your information on file any given day.
Yep. Chris, Bill, Chase, the one thing that I think is really, really cool about the team that we have, and I actually talk about this to customers all the time, is that we all have our own strengths when it comes to designing boots. Like I said before, I'm pretty black and white. I like the monotone, muted colors, a nice, simple inlay like a come and take it, maybe maybe a college logo or something. But we have people in here that are really, really strong with stitch patterns. We have Chase that literally can draw anything that you put in front of him. If you tell him what it is, he can freehand draw it.
Yeah.
You know, and we've, like Robert Nathan Taylor's one of our associates, who is one of our local badass musicians.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff that he designs is
Incredible.
Very good design,
incredible.
yeah.
I mean,
Very
it's
cool,
like just like
color
so,
transition.
He pulls together
You know,
materials and colors
right.
that we would never even think of.
Right, and our and our girls, you know, Nikki and Madison, and you know,
Lucky.
they get lucky. They get really, really, really. They can really connect with our female audience, and you know, we want everybody to feel comfortable that comes in here. And when they do come in here and say, you know, we're not sure what we want, and we start going, and then they may go in a different direction, we'll get someone to come help, you know, in the process too, because we want everybody's input, because we want the perfect pair of boots for you.
We've had boots where there's like 5 of us swooping down on the one guest, but it's not in an uncomfortable way.
No.
You know, we're not just like trying to push you into something,
And
but
they
we're all
come
here
out
trying to
amazing,
help
you
you
know?
design your boot.
Well, when Chase comes over with his pants pulled down,
Yeah,
it's
that's
little-
the
That's a
weird
little
part,
different
yeah.
thing. Well, you
I
know,
was herding cats before this in West Texas. I have to. Certain
all the
attire
time.
I have to wear. Old
Got a
habits
song
die
for us,
hard.
man? You can jam something for us?
Hey, Chase, take us
no,
home with
we're
something,
going-
man.
we're going
Take
from
us home
dope
with
pants to
something.
herding cats to playing music.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Chase, take us
Oh my
home
God, you
with
still have your
something.
pants on. Zoom.
They're starting to roll up higher and
Well, he
higher.
wore
by the
long
minute.
pants the first time I've ever seen him wear long
I'm going to
pants.
tell you something. You know, one of the first times, one of the first time I'd been here for a couple years. Chase was in here, and he don't really pick it that often. But when he got up here, and I love me some live music. When he got up here, started picking that guitar, man, I just started fan guying right there in the front.
Yeah,
here
you
on
did.
Here on these chairs, and I'm just like,
He had his pants. He had his pants
a
on.
little.
He comes inside our shop. You
That's
can,
how
see,
I
you can
sold
sit on
Coach's
these
first pair of
Astrodome
boots.
chairs. It's
from
amazing.
the Astrodome.
From the Astrodome.
All right, Chase, take us home.
Live, George Strait live, yeah. Callaway
I
Alleyway.
sing one song for you, it'll be a short one, but it'll be true. It's about you and you and you and you.
That's good. Me too.
I'll make it short and sweet, 'cause there's too much to tell and too much time to pass between you and me. It's been a good old day, and I'm gonna have to call it a damn fine night.
There it is.
Right.
brother. Love it.
Badass.
A little impromptu.
That's right. So we
Nah,
got
it's
to
all
back
good.
this back behind the scenes. What do you call this? Like a bonus episode?
Yeah.
Behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain.
Or in
The
some,
wizard.
In in some cultures, this is the bloopers. I mean,
Blooper reel, that's correct. Yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
Come see us. We're
Be
always the
real.
bloopers. It's gonna be a good time. I mean, meet Coach.
Come get to know us, damn
Myself,
it.
Fireball, and
We'll get you
Alleyway
taken
Callaway.
care of.
We're gonna have a good time. We're
next
gonna
time,
treat you like
Coach.
family.
Next time, Coach and Callaway, Alloway won't have
We're going
pants
to be,
on. So
that's
take
right. And we'll be backyard wrestling.
Off the top rope, Chase.
Love you guys.
Off the top
Once the
rope.
ring gets here.